Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at Exam P sample question number 5. The question states, an auto insurance company has 10,000 policyholders. Each policyholder is classified as either young or old, male or female, and married or single. Of these policyholders, 3,000 are young, 4,600 are male, and 7,000 are married. The policyholders can also be classified as 1,320 are young males, 3,010 are married males, and 1,400 are young married persons. Finally, 600 of the policyholders are young married males. Then, they ask us to calculate the number of the company's policyholders who are young, female, and single. Okay, so even though we're used to using set theory rules for talking about probability statements, we can still use them for talking about the amount in a set. We'll denote that with a capital N. So here, capital N, young and female and single, will be the number of policyholders that are young and female and single. In questions like this, it's not always obvious where to start. By looking at the data we are given, we can see that they give us some broad statements about the policyholders that waterfall into more specific statements. What I mean is we're given the number of young policyholders, male policyholders, and married policyholders, which is broad, and then a few intersections of categories of policyholders, which is getting more specific, and finally the number of young married male policyholders, which is the most specific. Also, the more specific statements all include information about male and married policyholders, which we're going to need to use to deduce statements for female and single policyholders. One thing I see here is if we take the number of young policyholders and subtract the number of young and male policyholders, we get the number of young and female policyholders. This is a good example of how we can make our deductions. Likewise, if we take the number of young and married policyholders and subtract the number of young and married and male policyholders, we get the number of young and female and married policyholders. Now, if we take the number of young and female policyholders and subtract the number of young and female and married policyholders, we get the number of young and female and single policyholders, which is the answer we're looking for. We can go back now and just plug in the numbers from our problem. We get the number 880, which is our answer, D.